7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's now time for the Pony Cake Sports Podcast with your hosts, Josh Stevens, Tim Thompson, and Tom Schultz. Woo!
Hey there, everybody. We are back with another episode, and this week we have a double dose of Keep Cut Trade. Our first episode we did is some wide receivers.
I'm glad he said it right.
And
more than anything.
And this episode we are going to be talking about some running backs. We have Alex Collins, Derrick Henry, and Tim's favorite running back, Derrius Guice. But before we get to that, Tim, how's it going?
It is going very well. I'm excited. It's a lot of young running backs this week. Very close in ADP. I'm very excited for this week, in all honesty. There's a good chance that all three of us... Oh, wait. Tom is still not here.
Tom's not.
He's not here. He's stranded in the desert somewhere, I think. So, there's a good chance that this week, you and I have completely opposite.
There's a chance.
Keep, trade, cut.
We had completely opposite for wide receiver.
Yep.
So I don't see why that would change for running back. But Derrius Guice is going off the board as the 17th ranked running back. Derrick Henry going off as the 18th running back. And Alex Collins going off as the 19th running back. So that is the end of the third round, early fourth round for these three guys. And it's very interesting because if you look at Derrick Henry, I'm going to start off with Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Derrick Henry, he is given the keys to the Cadillac, right, so to speak. But they also have a running back that is coming into that backfield, which is going to be who's that running back? I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Oh God, a guy from the Patriots. Holy cow!
Not Rex Burkhead.
No. Dion Lewis. Jeez Louise. Dion Lewis is now in the backfield with Derrick Henry. That is going to take a lot of carries away. A lot of touches coming out of the backfield via the receiving department. It's just going to... I feel like it is the same situation that Derrick Henry was just in with DeMarco Murray. I don't see how that benefits him with Dion Lewis coming into town. Now, I'm going to go on to Alex Collins.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you because Derrick Henry is my keep.
Okay.
I will start
He's
it
your
off
keep?
because I think keep cut trade is important.
Lord.
My keep is one Derrick Henry. The difference between this year and the years previous is Derrick Henry wasn't the bell cow years previous. Derrick Henry was the other guy. Derrick Henry was the pass option. He was the non-bruising back, if you would. Now, things change. Now, he is the hand the ball off. Even if Dion Lewis is going to get his, Derrick Henry is still going to get his 15 to 20 carries a game, in my opinion, regardless. He played 15 games his rookie year. He played 16 games last year. I get that these aren't great numbers, but with someone as dominant as DeMarco Murray was in terms of handoffs and taking over the position, Henry has 5 touchdowns each of the past 2 years. As a secondary thought, Dion Lewis was a product of his environment. He's going to still be included in the pass game, but this is Derrick Henry's team. This is Derrick Henry's opportunity. This is Derrick Henry's world right now. I'm interested to see. I think it goes back to why'd they bring in Dion Lewis? Well, Derrick Henry only has 1 receiving touchdown over the last 2 years. 136 and 137 yards receiving both times. Can he catch the ball? Sure, but he's not a pass-catching back.
Let me ask you this.
Dion Lewis is that.
What did Derrick Henry finish as running back last year?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know.
Take a guess.
22.
No.
Higher.
He finished as 37. Running back 37. DeMarco Murray, his running mate, who you just said was the top dog in that offense, he finished as running back number 20.
Do you know what his yard average is?
No, off the
per
top of my
rushing
head,
yard.
no.
4.2 and 4.5.
Okay.
4.5 is rookie year, 4.2 last year. I get it's a low sample size.
Yeah.
But it's still 15 games and 16 games.
Let me break it down this way. So DeMarco Murray's got a lot of points in the receiving game. All right. If you look at his rushing stats, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rushing touchdowns compared to the 5 for Henry, and 6 rushing touchdowns. But if you look at the receiving aspect, 29 receptions for 245 yards or 266 yards, 39 receptions and a touchdown. That's a big bump up from Henry's 11, 136 and 1. Yeah. Then you look at a running back such as Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis, what did he do when he was with the Patriots? He caught the ball a lot out of the backfield. And I think those receptions that you saw DeMarco Murray with, the 39, you could easily see Dion Lewis still taking those receptions, and he still ran the ball pretty well. He had almost 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. I think it's not unfair to say that this could be in the same situation that DeMarco Henry was in last year. Derrick Henry last year, but with just a very, very, very small, slight bump up.
I think it's different. I think the Titans felt like they owed Murray something. It felt like he had he been good for him. He produced for them. The offense is changing. At least I take the back. The offense needs to change. There has to be a different dynamic there. Derrick Henry has proved through 2 seasons that he should at least have the first opportunity to be successful. When you look at his stats through 2 years, he's only started 4 games total. 2 games each of the first 2 years. And he has 5 touchdowns. I take that back. 5 rushing touchdowns and add on a receiving touchdown last year. He's averaged over 4 yards a game. He's been 11 out of 17 and 13 out of 15 in the receiving game. He's proven he can catch the ball. If nothing else, he's been consistent. He deserves the
consistently not a running back too.
He hasn't been afforded the opportunity. He hasn't been afforded the opportunity because of the person that was in front of him. Things changed this year. If my keep, I have no problem standing up and saying it. He is someone that you should look to have as a running back 1 in the 2018 season.
A running back 1.
Running back 1. Watch it happen, Josh.
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Dion Lewis will fill the Chris Thompson role. You will have Derrick Henry go out there and dominate otherwise.
The Chris Thompson role caught 39 passes and 4 touchdowns for 510 yards and finished above Derrick Henry in fantasy last year.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not trying to justify what Derrick Henry has done over the last 2 years. Derrick Henry hasn't been afforded the opportunity. But what do we talk about the NFL? What have we talked about over the last 2 seasons? It is now a Thunder and Lightning league. It is a 2-back league. The Tennessee Titans have given Marcus Mariota a fantastic 1-2 punch, in my opinion. Derrick Henry's going to be their running back, their bell cow. Their 15 to 20 at least attempts per game. And Dion Lewis is going to be the guy catching the ball out of the backfield.
My keep is not Derrick Henry. My keep is not Derrius Guice. My keep is going to be Alex Collins. And is such of a weird story is Alex Collins' story because he was drafted and then he was on Seattle. He was cut. Then he was on Baltimore. Then the suspension happened with his running back mate. He took over the job. This guy, when given the opportunity, like you just said with Derrick Henry, was given full reins of this offense. No real running mate whatsoever. And finishes running back 21 overall. Certain weeks, he was one of the best running backs in the league. He has weeks of points of 23, 24, 17, 16, 13, 10, and 9 points. And that is all week 8 and after. And then if you had him in the playoff games, 24 points, 10 points, and 10 points. Not the greatest, but the 24 points sure helped in that first week of playoffs. But more importantly, you look at those receptions and the receiving stats. 4 receptions, 2 receptions, 2 receptions, 5, 3, 40 yards a game, 30 yards a game. That's all added bonus points right there for a running back. There is no real direct threat to him unless if you want to consider Buck Allen still a threat to that running back group, which I don't. My keep is Alex Collins. I think they're gonna want to try to air the ball out, but they have to stick to the running game, and Alex Collins will be that guy.
First off, I'm going to say Alex Collins looks hilarious.
Yeah, he
in
does.
His pictures. I was going to say something more offensive, but I'm not going to do that. I like Alex Collins. I'm all like for Alex Collins late.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You look at where his ADP is right now. It's 4-2. 4th round, 2nd pick in the 4th round.
But with that said, I don't. There's outside of just Alex Collins and him having one season of success, it's the offense that he's in. That's why he is my cut.
Oh, interesting.
Alex Collins is my cut because he's playing alongside Joe Flacco and a quarterback that has not given any success to his running backs in the past. I mean, Alex Collins last year, his 212 rushes, just a hair shy of 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's what, the Buck Allens of the world and everyone's been waiting for since Jamal Lewis left.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ray Rice.
Thank you, Ray Rice left.
Not on his own.
We get it. He hits women. Calm down. My point is, I just don't trust Joe Flacco. I don't trust the Baltimore Ravens offense. I don't trust it enough. There's not enough there yet. I get that he's only going to be 24 this year. I get that all signs are pointing up. I hope I'm wrong. Right now, though, there's no way. The other 2 running backs I would happily have on my team. Alex Collins, it's a crapshoot.
Can I ask you this?
Yes, sir.
If Lamar Jackson takes over as the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, does your love for Alex Collins goes up a little bit?
No, it goes down.
Goes down.
It goes down a little bit.
Okay, why?
Absolutely. Because Alex Collins doesn't fit into that offense. He doesn't. I don't feel like he coincides with Lamar Jackson. I get that he had 23 receptions last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think that a Lamar Jackson makes Alex Collins that much better. I feel like Alex Collins' success catching the ball in the backfield is with the quarterback that is able to check down, is able to. Lamar Jackson is looking downfield. And beyond that, if anything, a Lamar Jackson being quarterback takes away Alex Collins' red zone numbers. So, no, I don't think that is a positive for him in any way.
Okay. My cut would be Derrius Guice. I love Derrius Guice. I know Tom does as well. You are not on the Derrius Guice bandwagon. Mm-mm. But the thing is, Chris Thompson is still there. You have an Alex Smith. And I'm just comparing it to these 2 other guys. And, my cut would not be that, would it? It would be...
Yeah, that's your cut.
Who did I say trade?
You said...
Derrick Henry?
You said trade Derrick
Henry.
Okay,
yeah, I guess my cut would be Derrius Guice then. You don't know what you're getting with Derrius Guice. He fell later than expected. He was expected to go into the first round. Some stuff came out about him, blah, blah, blah. There's no guarantee that they're going to go away from Chris Thompson. There's a lot of love with Chris Thompson right now. Yes, he is the 3rd-string running back. Yes, he is a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Derrius Guice, if you look at his collegiate stats, he can catch the ball. But he only caught 5 passes his first year in college, caught 9 his second year, and caught 18 his third year. Yeah, they did go up each year, and the yardage did go up as well, and then he went with 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns. He is a very good runner. He had 1,251 yards rushing his last year with 11 touchdowns, not too bad. And then while Leonard Fournette was out in 2016, had 1,387 yards rushing with 15 touchdowns. Great career at LSU. But if you're going to an offense that has a running back that can run pretty well and catch the ball out of the backfield, I'm a little worried because it kind of reminds me a little bit of Kareem Hunt. Chris Thompson reminds me a little bit of Kareem Hunt in a sense, like a light version of Kareem Hunt. Can catch the ball, can run the ball. And then you look at Derrius Guice, he can definitely run the ball. Will they give him the opportunity to catch the ball out of the backfield as much as other running backs?
So, I like Guice. It's hard for me to say that. I don't like him as much as you and Tom do.
Yeah.
I still think that, as you said, I think P. Ryan still has some merit there, as much as you and Tom want to say that he does not. Chris Thompson,
that is another factor as well.
Chris Thompson obviously has his pull in that offense. There's just there's more there than meets the eye. Now, as you just mentioned, Guice has been in a crowded backfield. Guice has played alongside very, very talented running backs and come out looking amazing because of it. I want to hold my reservation. I want to hold this guy's going to be awesome until he can prove it. There have been so many running backs over the last decade and a half, 15 years, that are, this guy's going to be running back number one. Even look at the success of Clinton Portis when he was there. So up and down.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell Guice as a winner until he proves something.
I agree.
I don't want to do it. Well, you say you agree, but you and Tom have been selling
I just said
him.
I would cut him.
You said that because you like the other two guys better.
A little bit, yeah.
But these are all hipster Josh guys. These are all three guys are on hipster Josh's all-pro team.
Not Derrick Henry. No. I would trade him as quick as I could.
Nevertheless, my point is Guice is just the one that I'm not sold on. I'm going to go ahead. I want to keep Derrick Henry. Alex Collins, at least with his numbers last year, you can trade him for the inflated stats that he had. Derrick Henry has the best opportunity to be a number one. And I'm sorry. I'm cutting Guice.
No, I think you said you would trade.
I'm sorry.
Alex Collins.
I'm trading Guice because he has. Yeah, I'm trading Guice. I'm cutting Collins. Collins doesn't have a name. I'm trading Guice because Guice has that rookie love right now. Next to Saquon Barkley, who is the highest touted rookie running back, Derrius Guice. He has that. He's got that connection to Leonard Fournette, who's already had that success there. He's going to the team that needs running back love.
Yeah.
So,
fair enough, man. I can't argue too much with that. Anything else on these three guys? What rounds would you take them?
Oh, man.
Right now, like I said, they're going end of the third, early fourth.
Yeah, it's real tough. Right now is a really interesting, just looking at it, and I did a couple mocks here this afternoon, and just looking at it, it's a real weird time for running back. Like, especially in a flex league, 2 running back flex league, there's a lot of, you need running backs, but there's only like 6 who are like surefire things. Yeah. And then the rest are just question marks. All 3 of these guys could be wild cards to win you a championship, like legitimately. I don't love any of them, but I also don't hate any of them. I'll be looking for them probably a little bit later than their ADP.
Yeah, I see their ADP here at 310, 4142. I like them more in the 5th round range.
Yeah, end of 4, early 5. I agree with you completely.
All right, anything else, Tim?
No, sir. That's it.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Keep Cut Trade for the 3 running backs that we just discussed, which were Derrius Guice, Derrick Henry, and Alex Collins. And the reason behind those, because they are very interesting, to say the least. But do yourselves a favor, follow us on Twitter at PonyKegSports, at FightTalkTim, at Pony_Keg_Tom. And you guys can always email us, PonyKegSports@gmail.com. And until next time.
Bye-bye.